So remember where this waterfall is, and overall just this water creek area, and I thought I was gonna hit that guy from up there. Literally would not have known what hit him. All right, there's a lot of you guys over here. Oh, and Tektites, how's it going? These guys are creepy as hell in this game. It's like nightmare fuel for Monsters Inc. fans. All right, hi there, sir. I bet you were not expecting this. And you know what, sure. I'm sick and tired of enemies taking 2 shots to kill, and I just want to be able to put them in their grave for good and not get it overwritten by guardian acorns. Now, you'll notice in the back, there is a keyhole that we need to fulfill, and oh, this guy, oh, that's rough. These guys are so annoying. Okay, we're essentially just going to ignore him for the time being, which is rough, I know, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Before I head down there, let's go ahead and activate yet another lovely portal. And we now have 2 of them, so that's good. I think there's one in this area next to Dampe's shack. And since we're essentially at a dead end, not a whole lot we'll be able to do at the moment. Now this was something that took me a minute to figure out. Throw a bomb in there and check it out. We get ourselves a secret seashell. Oh yeah. It's a little burnt, so it's charred and crispy. But yeah, unfortunately can't do anything. It's very conspicuous looking tree stumps though. Look very, how should I say, hook-shotable. And if we head down here, I think this is just an exit. So it's not seriously worth our time, but yeah. Not gonna worry too much about that right now, but just you know, getting a lay of the land for the future and our endeavors there. I don't think there's a whole lot for us to be shoveling around here either, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that as well. And you know what? Whoop! Excuse me. I did not appreciate that really good shot. Let's see what is inside this right here. This guy's gonna throw bombs at us. He's so annoying. Can I kill him this way? No, he is impervious to the effects of bombs and also burning the grass. Can I do the? Whoop. Wow, this guy is kicking my ass, dude. Okay, I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna go and do this. And I might just use my fairy so we don't have to listen to that. I don't know why it's at 2 hearts where we start getting that, but that's okay, because I do plan on returning over to Dampe, and that's kind of by the fairy fountain, I think. Get out of here. God, this is so densely populated by assholes who just want to kill you. And I hate it. All right, so. Right in the face, man. So sadly, we cannot just jump down from up here, but that's fine. Now, let's lift this up. Oh, that disappeared really fast. There's some strange energy coming from here. You should take a closer look. I think I already have a pretty good idea of what it is. But with all of that having been said and done, I'm gonna go and set down one of our little pins there, and then another one right here. And this is just for my sake, because generally, I think things are closer than they actually are. Because I guess this game is a little bit larger than I gave it credit for, so we'll just remember that's there. And I will not blame you if you decide that you want to skip this portion of the videos, because this is what I would consider to be one of the weakest aspects of the game, and not really a notable thing that I want to show a whole lot of, but I think it's necessary because we do get heart containers, seashells, and plenty of rupees from Dampe. So let's talk to him.
Hey there, you are. I want to show you something interesting. You've gone poking into some of the ruins on this island, I can tell. I make little chambers based on those dungeons, put some chambers into the slab back there, and it turns into a real dungeon. Don't know how it works, don't ask me, but I think it's witchcraft.
What? How does that work? Who knows? He actually does just kind of brush it off. He's like, eh.
But I want your help testing the limits. I want to hear about the dungeons you've seen. It inspires me to make new chambers for you. With a few chambers, you can make basic dungeons. With a bunch, you can make complicated ones. See if you can use what you got to finish the challenges. So you're not done. Once you finish arranging dungeon, you gotta adventure through it too. I'm no designer. I ain't no adventurer. That's up to you. I'll make the risk worth it. Impress me, and there's treasure in it for you. Is that a chamber stone you got there? So, upon picking up the Chow Chow figurine, I did go back and I collected a chamber stone back at the trendy game, and it was kind of annoying to grab, and it was actually glitching in the middle of the platform since it fell off and it was just kind of floating there. But I went and grabbed it, and I just figured we can go ahead and yeah, bring him over here for him. You look like you've been through a lot. Sit down and tell me about it. So after every dungeon, you can come back here and kind of explain to Dampe what you've been up to in those dungeons, and he will replicate those rooms, in which case we're now going to create our own dungeons and use whatever rooms from the dungeons we've already explored to create our own, which is redundant, and you'll see what I mean here shortly. Now, the puzzle aspect of arranging is actually kind of fun, but not in like an attention-grabbing kind of way. It's just kind of like a mindless thing. So this is a dungeon that he started. Every single dungeon needs to have an entrance, and it's got to have a nightmare's lair, and every room has to connect at some point or another. And so take chambers from the menu and then slap them on the left, and a lot of times you'll want a particular set of exits, left and right. We got it. So here you can tell what kind of rooms you're going and how they're going to enter or exit. If you use ZR, you can go to one that has, you know, multiple entrances in different fashions. And then same thing here where there's 3. So yeah, just keep that in mind when creating this. But for the time being, we have to make something that connects to this room and that also connects to the boss room. And these are all rooms that we've already been to before, so it's kind of neat. And it's definitely a lot more versatile when you go through later on and you have so many more dungeons and rooms to pick out of. So I guess we're going to go to the 1 now because, or no, we need the 2 because we need this straight through. So we'll grab this. Now here we're going to need a triple. So let's go with this one. And probably you'll want to go with the ones that have as many chests as possible and ones that are relatively easy so you don't have to worry about them. So that when you do that, yeah, the nightmare key is always going to be the last treasure chest you open, and any extra ones will have rupees in them. Now this is where it gets kind of annoying because it's bad. So when the chambers turn blue, that means that they're set and you can explore them. But since this one has not been connected to everything that it needs to be, then unfortunately you have yourself an issue. So let's go ahead and probably, I'll set this right here. 1 chamber with stairs. Oh, this one has stairs in them. Okay, that's annoying. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Well, I guess we'll just go with this one. I don't want to have to collect the treasure there, but we'll have to. Now this one needs to be this right here, and we do have one of those. But we're gonna have to get keys and come back to them, and it's annoying. All right, and then last but not least, let's go and grab this one. And try to avoid the ones with the bosses if you can. This one is pretty safe. Nope, right here. And with that, we're set. So all we really have to do is head on over here and go adventure in. Now they don't really do anything to these specific rooms to make them unique. The goal of an adventure in this dungeon is to get to the end and beat the nightmare. And it's pretty easy and you can quit whenever you want, but for the most part, it's just one of those things where it's just kind of useless. So hopefully there's a key in here. And there is. Will this suck me in before I fall? There we go. So I'll head over here, and it's these guys. These voice Chris. Oh, okay. Well, what the? How, did he like pelvic thrust me in the face as he came down on my head? Well, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. And we get 20 rupees. Joy. And so this could be a pretty lucrative money-making venture if you make the right kind of dungeon. I'm pretty sure there's stuff out there that gives you like optimal rupee making stuff. But the thing about it is that when you get 50 seashells and you turn them in, all 50 of them, every time you enter one of these rooms, rupees will come falling from the sky, and it's hilarious. We don't have to go through any of these rooms, actually. That works out quite nicely for us.
So we just have to finish this one. Bust out the old powder, I guess.
Get back! Get back!
And yeah, that's essentially what this is. And I'm sorry to say, but I'm probably going to show more of this in the future. And 50! Oh, yes! That's awesome. I usually have the worst luck, and I get like... Oh, and here's the flying heart. I don't know why they left that here, because we're still clearly on hero mode. But keep that in mind if you want to pop in here and grab some hearts. I guess it would be pretty easy to do. But man, that is like a lot more than I normally get. So we'll grab this, and this should be the nightmare key. So you know what? I think I will grab it. Let's see. And since we'll be going up against Moldorm, I think we'll probably be fine with what we got. So yeah, if you ever want to replay any of the previous bosses, this is a pretty easy way to do it. Yes, it's the disgusting burger. How dare you? Come on, man. I want my just desserts, please. Whoop. All right, what's he doing? What's he doing? Whoop. All right. So yeah, not really much to it, and it is kind of fun putting them together and just figuring out like what pieces will go in what places in the best possible way. And Dampe will give us certain challenges which are fun, and you are graded on time. Wow, okay. That's very loud in my headphones, so I apologize for that, but overall, not the worst thing in the world. I just think it's a relatively weak addition for how much emphasis they put on there.
What a show! There were times I'd swear you had 1 foot in the grave.
A thrill like that deserves something from my collection in exchange, and he'll give us another chamber. And some of these will be special, so keep that in mind, and of course we'll keep the roops.
Huh? Watching you down there, gave me an idea for a new challenge. It's ready whenever you want it.
Yep. So we could either arrange things, which you have to before you adventure, because Dampe, for whatever reason, just doesn't finish the stuff that, you know, he finishes. And so, yeah, we're going to have to build this if we need to do it. And let's just take a look real fast, because that looks kind of interesting. There's no way that we could just do like a 3-room dungeon like that. And for this one, we can just build it and then adventure it later, which I might end up doing. So yeah, the ones with locked doors, you need to have a room that has a locked door to it, but you always need an entrance and a nightmare's lair. So yeah, whatever is already on the template is something that you have to adhere to. So we need to have 2 treasures at least, and we need to have 1 locked room. Fun fact, I think if we're lucky, could we even do this? No, we can't, but we can do that. And try to make this as simple as possible. This won't work because there's no locked door to it, so we can't use that. Although, we could, but no, we couldn't. Why am I an idiot? All right, let's try something else here. So we're gonna essentially have to go in a really convoluted circle. There are nothing here. Okay, this'll work, I guess. So there we go. We have that, and we could, if we're lucky, actually. Do we have? Yes, we do. Perfect. All right, let's do this. I hate this room. This one's okay, but let's go for that. And now, let's do the triple. We can still do this one, which is nice. Oh, but you know what? We still need the entrance. Oh no. And the entrances usually will only, well, there we go. All right, that actually worked out for us. Usually you always start from the south and go north, but this one, luckily, you can go left. And like I said, the more dungeons that you go through, the better off you'll end up being. Oh, and then we got this one. Okay, but that's not correct. Oh, it is. This is the one I wanted. Yeah, we'll go for this one. Why not? And we're done. So we're not gonna adventure through this one because it's a little redundant and there's not really any reason to right now. And what? Oh, it's not gonna save. You know, I honestly do not care, but I will be doing this off screen, unfortunately. And yeah, it's here, and it's something that is going to need to be paid attention to a little bit. So I just wanted to give you guys a lowdown that we are going to have to, you know, go to the workshop of building dungeons, and that's just how life's going to be. All right. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, ladies and gentlemen. We have been exploring quite a decent amount of this world, and I think I will head south and probably re-up on my heart